Beyond words, love in action. Love is one of the most overused words in human language. Anyone can say "I love you." Words are easy, quick, and effortless. But true love reveals itself not in declarations, but in consistent actions. When a man truly loves you, he does not just promise, he shows. He does not just speak of the future, he builds it. He does not just admire you when you are shining, he supports you when the lights go out. A man who loves deeply understands that love is not only a feeling, it is a responsibility. Feelings come and go, rise and fall like waves. But responsibility is a conscious choice, renewed every day. The man who truly loves you chooses you, not only when it is easy, but especially when it is difficult. He respects your essence. One of the first signs of true love is respect. A man who loves you does not try to control or diminish you. He respects your mind, your individuality, your boundaries. He understands that you are not an extension of him, but a complete human being with your own dreams and purpose. Respect means he listens when you speak, even if he disagrees. He values your perspective. He does not interrupt your voice with his ego. He knows that love cannot survive without mutual respect, because respect is the soil in which love grows. Without respect, words of love are empty. With respect, even silence can feel like affection. He protects without possessing. When a man truly loves you, he feels a natural desire to protect you, not because he sees you as weak, but because he values you. Protection does not mean locking you in a cage of control. It means creating a safe space where you can flourish freely. This protection is both physical and emotional. He wants you to feel safe in his presence, safe to be vulnerable, safe to cry, safe to dream, safe to fail. His presence is not heavy with dominance, but steady with reassurance. True protection is not about possession. It is not "you are mine." It is "you are safe with me." He invests time and energy. Time is the most valuable currency a man has. When a man loves you, he invests it freely. He does not treat you as an afterthought, squeezed between other priorities. He makes space for you in his life. This does not mean he abandons his work, friends, or passions. But it means he includes you in his world and wants to be included in yours. He shows interest in what excites you. He pays attention to details that others overlook. Love is measured in presence, not in gifts. A man may buy you flowers, but if he cannot be present when you need him most, the flowers wilt quickly. True love shows up, consistently, intentionally, wholeheartedly. He supports your growth. A man who loves you does not feel threatened by your success or independence. Instead, he celebrates it. He encourages you to grow, to learn, to become more than you were yesterday. Weak men feel intimidated by a woman's strength. They try to suppress it to feel powerful. But a man who truly loves you understands that your strength is not his enemy, it is his ally. He wants to see you rise, because your light does not dim his, it multiplies it. True love is not competition, it is collaboration. He stays in the storm. Anyone can love you in sunshine. Anyone can hold your hand when you are beautiful, successful, and admired. But when life turns dark, when challenges arrive, when you are tired, sick, or broken, that is when real love is tested. A man who truly loves you does not disappear in the storm. He stands beside you, not with empty words but with unwavering presence. He does not abandon ship when the sea grows rough, he becomes the anchor. Love is not proven in comfort, it is proven in crisis. He values emotional intimacy. When a man truly loves you, he does not run from emotions, he leans into them. Many men are taught to hide feelings, to be stoic, to see vulnerability as weakness. But love teaches a deeper truth: intimacy cannot exist without emotional openness. A man who loves you is willing to share his inner world. He lets you see his fears, his doubts, his insecurities. He is not afraid to cry in front of you, or to admit when he doesn't have all the answers. This honesty creates a bond that is stronger than physical attraction. Likewise, he does not shame you for your emotions. He does not call you too sensitive or too dramatic. Instead, he listens and tries to understand. He knows that love is not about fixing every problem but about being fully present in the moment of pain. He chooses you every day. Love is not a single decision, it is a series of choices made daily. When a man truly loves you, he chooses you over convenience, over temptation, over selfishness. This does not mean he is perfect. He may stumble, make mistakes, or say things he regrets. But the difference is this: he always returns to love. He apologizes when he is wrong. He fights for the relationship instead of running from it. He renews his commitment, not just in words, but in actions that say, "You are my priority." In a world full of distractions, a man who truly loves you does not let you wonder about your place in his life. He makes it clear: you belong, you matter, You are chosen. He honors your boundaries. Boundaries are not walls, they are doors that open and close with respect. A man who truly loves you honors your boundaries. He does not pressure you, manipulate you, or guilt you into doing things against your will. He understands that love without respect is not love at all. He sees your no not as rejection but as trust, trust that you feel safe enough to be honest. And because he values your boundaries, you feel freer to love him without fear. This respect builds the foundation of true intimacy. Where there is no respect for boundaries, love becomes control. But where boundaries are honored, love becomes freedom. He makes you feel seen. One of the deepest human desires is to be seen, not just looked at, but truly seen. A man who loves you does not just notice your appearance, he notices your soul. He sees the small details, the way your eyes brighten when you talk about your passions, the way you fall silent when something hurts you, the way you laugh differently when you are truly at ease. Being seen is one of the greatest gifts of love. It says, I recognize you. I understand you. I accept you as you are. A man who loves you makes you feel visible, even in a crowded room. He does not let you fade into the background of his life. He loves you in your imperfections. Fairy tales often portray love as adoration of perfection. But in real life, perfection does not exist. True love begins not when someone admires your strengths, but when they accept your flaws. A man who truly loves you does not idealize you. He sees your imperfections clearly, your quirks, your mistakes, your moods, and loves you not in spite of them, but through them. He knows that real intimacy is built not on polished masks but on raw authenticity. When he chooses you, he chooses the whole of you, the light and the shadow, the beauty and the scars. He is consistent. Consistency is the heartbeat of love. Passion may rise and fall, but consistency is what builds trust. A man who truly loves you does not disappear for days, then return with excuses. He does not treat you as a seasonal option, present in spring, absent in winter. His love is steady. His words match his actions. His presence matches his promises. You do not have to guess where you stand, because he shows you through his reliability. Consistency is not glamorous, but it is powerful. It transforms love from fleeting emotion into lasting security. He builds a future with you. Perhaps the clearest sign of true love is vision. A man who loves you does not keep you in the shadows of his life. He includes you in his future. He talks about plans not with I but with we. He builds dreams with your presence in mind. This does not mean he abandons his individuality, but rather that he weaves his individuality together with yours to create something greater. He sees you not as a temporary chapter but as part of the whole story. A man who truly loves you makes you feel that his tomorrow includes you. He protects not just your body, but your heart. When a man truly loves you, his instinct to protect goes beyond physical safety. Yes, he wants you to feel secure when you walk beside him at night, but even more importantly, he protects your heart. He is careful with his words. He avoids cruelty, mockery, or dismissive tones, because he understands that emotional wounds cut deeper than physical ones. He does not weaponize your vulnerabilities against you during arguments. Instead, he handles your heart like something precious, knowing that trust once broken is hard to rebuild. True love is gentle strength. It does not dominate or control, it shields and nurtures. Supports your growth. A man who truly loves you is not threatened by your ambitions, intelligence, or success. Instead, he cheers you on. He wants to see you thrive, not because it benefits him, but because your joy is his joy. If you want to pursue education, he encourages it. If you want to change careers, he supports your decision. If you have dreams, he does not dismiss them as unrealistic. He becomes your ally, your motivator, and sometimes your mirror, reminding you of your strength when you doubt yourself. Such love transforms relationships into partnerships. You are not standing behind him or beneath him, but beside him. Apologizes and forgives. Love is not the absence of conflict, it is the presence of reconciliation. A man who loves you will inevitably hurt you at times. He is human. But the difference lies in how he responds to mistakes. When he is wrong, he apologizes sincerely. He does not gaslight you, shift blame, or minimize your feelings. He takes accountability, because he values the relationship more than his ego. Likewise, when you falter, he forgives. He does not keep score or use your past against you. His forgiveness is not naive but grounded in love's understanding that growth often comes through mistakes. Finds joy in your happiness. When a man truly loves you, your happiness becomes his happiness. He lights up when you succeed, even if he had nothing to do with it. He celebrates your victories not with envy but with pride. He finds joy in the little things, seeing you laugh uncontrollably, watching your eyes sparkle when you talk about something you love, knowing that his presence brings you peace. This is love at its purest, selfless delight in another's joy. Does the small things. Grand gestures can be beautiful, but true love often hides in the small details. The way he brings you water without being asked. The way he notices when you're tired and offers to help. The way he remembers your favorite coffee order or checks in after a long day. These small acts, repeated over time, create a deep sense of security. They remind you daily, I see you. I care. I am here. Love is not measured by fireworks but by the quiet flame that never goes out. Chooses honesty, even when it's hard. A man who truly loves you does not build a relationship on illusions. He is honest, not cruel, but courageous. He tells you the truth about his feelings, his struggles, his past, and his hopes. This honesty can be uncomfortable at times, but it is the foundation of trust. A relationship without truth may look good on the outside but will eventually collapse. A man who loves you knows this, and he respects you enough to give you honesty, even when it risks conflict. He makes you feel chosen. Every day when a man truly loves you, you never have to wonder where you stand. He doesn't make you compete for his attention, nor does he leave you questioning his loyalty. Instead, he reassures you through both words and actions that you are his choice, not just once, but every single day. Love, in its deepest form, is not about the initial spark, it is about the consistent decision to stay, to nurture, and to honor the bond. A loving man shows you through presence, respect, and loyalty that he is not simply passing time with you, he is building a life with you. He values your voice. True love listens. A man who loves you does not dismiss your thoughts or silence your opinions. Even when he disagrees, he seeks to understand. Your perspective matters to him because you matter. He values your voice not only in personal matters but also in decisions that shape both of your lives. He does not make choices that affect you without considering your feelings. In his eyes, you are not a shadow to his journey, but an equal traveler. He invests effort into the relationship. Love is not a passive emotion, it is an active commitment. A man who truly loves you invests time, energy, and intention into keeping the relationship alive. He does not take you for granted, assuming you will always be there. He plans time together. He checks in during difficult days. He notices when the relationship needs attention and makes an effort to rekindle connection. Love, for him, is not an afterthought, it is a priority. He loves you through action, not just words. Anyone can say I love you, but words without action are empty. A man who truly loves you proves it daily. He shows up when it matters. He keeps promises, even the small ones. He demonstrates commitment not through dramatic declarations but through consistent reliability. When he says he will be there, he is there. When he says he cares, his actions align. Over time, this consistency builds an unshakable trust, the kind of love that feels like home. He respects your boundaries. Love without respect is not love, it is possession. A man who truly loves you understands that your boundaries are not walls against him but expressions of self-respect. He does not guilt you for needing space, nor does he push you to compromise your values. Instead, he honors your boundaries because he wants you to feel safe and free in his presence. This respect deepens intimacy, because only when you feel safe can you give your heart fully. He stays in the hard moments. Perhaps the most telling sign of true love is what he does during the storms. It is easy to love during good times, when laughter flows and everything feels light. But true love reveals itself when life becomes heavy. A man who truly loves you does not run when challenges arise. He does not shut down when you are struggling. He stays, not always with perfect solutions, but with steady presence. His love says, we will face this together. And in that steadfastness, you find the rarest form of security, knowing that even in your weakest moment, you are not alone. He honors who you are, not just what you give. When a man truly loves you, his affection is not based on how much you do for him or what you provide. He doesn't see you as a collection of roles, a partner, a caretaker, a supporter, but as a whole human being with thoughts, feelings, and dreams. This love is unconditional in nature. It does not fade when you are tired and cannot give. It does not diminish when you disagree or assert your independence. Instead, it celebrates the fullness of who you are. In a society that often values women primarily for what they contribute, a man who truly loves you breaks that pattern. He reminds you, you are worthy not because of what you give, but because of who you are. He doesn't try to change you. Of course, in every relationship, people influence each other. But influence is different from control. A man who truly loves you does not try to reshape you into his ideal or mold you into someone else. He loves your quirks, your flaws, your contradictions, because he knows they make you unique. This acceptance does not mean he ignores areas of growth. Instead, he encourages your evolution without demanding conformity. He does not say, I'll love you when you become this version of yourself. He says, I love you now, and I'll be here as you grow. He shares vulnerability. Real love requires courage. It means lowering the walls we build to protect ourselves and allowing another person to see the raw truth. A man who truly loves you is not afraid of this vulnerability. He shares his fears, his doubts, his past mistakes. He lets you see the parts of himself he usually hides from the world. This is not weakness, it is strength. Because in his openness, he is telling you, I trust you with my truth. Such vulnerability deepens intimacy. It shows that love is not just about presenting the best version of ourselves, but about being fully seen and still fully accepted. He fights for the relationship, not against you. Every couple argues. But the difference lies in intention. A man who truly loves you does not fight to win against you, he fights to protect the relationship. Instead of using arguments as weapons, he uses them as opportunities to grow. He communicates with the goal of finding resolution, not dominance. Even in disagreement, his love remains the foundation. He may raise his voice, but he does not break your spirit. He may express frustration, but he never forgets that you are his partner, not his opponent. This distinction, fighting for love rather than against each other, is one of the clearest signs of a lasting bond. He takes pride in you. When a man loves you deeply, he is not threatened by your strength or your shine. Instead, he takes pride in you. He speaks of you with respect when you are not in the room. He wants others to see your brilliance, not hide it. He celebrates your individuality and feels grateful that he gets to share life with someone as unique as you. His love does not dim your light, it magnifies it. This pride is not about possession. It is about admiration, the recognition that you are extraordinary in your own right. He makes you feel safe to be yourself. Perhaps the greatest gift of love is freedom. A man who truly loves you gives you the space to be your authentic self. You don't have to walk on eggshells or filter every word. You don't have to wear a mask of perfection. In his presence, you feel free to laugh loudly, to cry openly, to dream boldly, to fail and try again. He provides a space where you can lay down the burdens of performance and simply be. This freedom is not accidental, it comes from his respect, his empathy, and his unwavering support. He loves you through time. Finally, the deepest proof of true love is not in grand beginnings but in enduring constancy. Infatuation burns quickly, true love sustains itself through seasons. A man who truly loves you does not vanish when the novelty fades. He continues to choose you when daily routines replace excitement, when wrinkles appear, when life throws unexpected challenges. His love grows not weaker but stronger with time, deepening into companionship, respect, and devotion. True love, after all, is not a moment, it is a lifetime of moments, chosen again and again. Closing reflection. When a man truly loves you, he will not just tell you, he will show you. In the way he listens, protects, respects, and supports. In the way he remains present during hardship and celebrates your light during joy. Such love is rare, but it is real. And when you find it, you will know, not because of constant words of reassurance, but because his actions speak the quiet, steady truth, you are my heart, and I will honor you every day of my life.